Colombia has picked its first leftist president, who used to be a fucking guerrilla fighter, in a tight runoff contest. Colombia will be governed by a leftist president for the first time after former rebel Gustavo Petro narrowly defeated a real estate tycoon in a runoff election that underscored people's disgust with the country's traditional politicians. Petro's third attempt to win the presidency, earning him 50.48% of the votes Sunday, while political outsider Rodolfo Hernandez got 47.26%, according to results released by election authorities. Where is the Office of Americas, dude? We need the OAS involved in this immediately, okay? Sir, seems like there's some undemocratic elections happening. Okay? We need to do a coup d'etat immediately, okay? We need to do a coup d'etat immediately in Colombia. Say guerrilla properly. I know I saw you play Far Cry 6, Sweaty. What is this? My favorite celebration of the night. In a matter of seconds, you can see hope and excitement for Colombia through her eyes. You know what's really funny about this, by the way? I hope he's not going to be a cuck to America like Boric. I was disappointed that Boric started shitting on Venezuela and Cuba instead of boycotting the Summit of the Americas. Yeah, but then AMLO was a cuck, but he fucking boycotted it. So how does that work? You know what I mean? I feel like it's a little bit more complicated than that when you think about the relationship. Like AMLO, what, you think AMLO's not a cuck? Come on, throw some fucking, yeah, tell me AMLO is a fucking leftist, boys. Come on, go ahead. Tell me fucking Donald Trump's favorite Mexican president, who absolutely went along with the fucking first country policy that Donald Trump was implementing, and like literally held fucking immigrants in detention centers by force inside of fucking Mexican borders is not cucked to America. He's done some good things and he's done some bad things. He actually saved Evo Morales, so that was good. Respect. He also boycotted the Summit of the Americas out of respect for and solidarity with was not invited. I didn't even fucking care about it because it was such a fucking bullshit CIA thing. Yeah, nationalizing lithium and offering asylum to Assange is good. These are good things. It was Cuba and who else? Oh, Vuvuzela. Cuba, Vuvuzela, and Nicaragua. Yeah. Only leftist I know who loves AMLO is a huge tanky. Wait, really? My family in Mexico dislike AMLO hard. They call him El Gallo Perdido, the lost rooster, because of his hair, and also he doesn't seem to know what he's doing. Leftist, but an early leftist still fighting liberal bullshit everywhere. I hate all stats, though. That's why I said it's more complicated than you would. Yeah, let's just tank the whole economy through sanctions in the camp. And on your side, Trump threatened sanctions. Yeah, I mean, I know he did. Anyway, regardless, as I was saying, there's some good and then there's some bad. Mexico loves AMLO, though. He's a net positive approval rating. I think Mexico is never going to have a non-cucked president. It's just how it is. That's what happens when you're like clenched right inside of America's ass cheeks. And your country is run by a collection of different fucking cartels that operate different regions. Except for Chiapas. Shouts out to the EZLN. It's just too close. It's too close to America to have like a normal functioning country. So I do love Latin American politics because it's like it's still close to third world status, or is in third world status, so it still has plenty of revolutionary potential. And you see that in the way that politics plays out in Latin American countries. So, you know, all I can do is sit back and try to understand and analyze it. Canada? No, Canada is exactly, you know, it's just, what do you mean? Canada is also way too close to America's ass cheeks. Fuck do you mean? What about Canada? Canada tries so desperately to maintain like some fucking European style social democratic principles, and it's just hanging on by a fucking thread half the time, dude. That's what happens when you're Snow Mexico, also known as America's hat. And no, Canada does not have revolutionary potential. Why do you give back less to your fans and the Republican Steve will do it, Lamau? This guy, what a switch up. What does Hasan think about Turkey blocking Sweden and Finland from joining NATO? You think Republican Steve will do it, gives back to his fans? Like what? The money that he fucking steals from them by you know, getting them addicted to the most suicidal addiction of all, a lifetime of fucking gambling debt. Is that what he's doing? Is that what he's doing? And then he takes some of that crypto that the casino, the shady online casinos are giving him, and then gives it back to like, gives the crumbs back to a couple lucky fans. That's so sick. I love that. Thanks, man. You really fucking own me on that one. As a Brazilian, it triggers me when you call USA America. Deal with it, dude. Yeah, the giveaways are not even his own money. Like, it's just a stake sponsored giveaway, too. But yeah, I don't know enough about Colombian politics. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the fuck's going on in Colombia, so I have to read up more on it. I read a little bit on it, but it's not enough for me to give you the actual takes. I just don't. I need to learn more. Other than this dude was apparently, like, I just know the way that they were covering it in like American news media was like, why is Colombia going after the extreme left or the extreme right? And then they say like a fucking real estate mogul is an outsider. It's like, bro, you're not a fucking outsider, dude. Leftist. If you are a fucking real estate billionaire, you're not an outsider. You cannot be. Your cock is inside of the ass of every politician. How can you be an outsider when you're literally fucking the system? How? How is that? Like, how is that an outsider, dude? It makes no sense. They're like, well, Trump is such an outsider. Really? That's crazy. He sells buildings. Yeah.
His presidential candidate, Gustavo Petro, wins Colombia's election by a narrow margin. The former guerrilla and current senator will be Colombia's first leftist leader. He's edged out his opponent, former mayor and millionaire Rodolfo Hernandez. Petro's win marks a drastic change in presidential politics.
Didn't like the billionaire or the millionaire fucking real estate tycoon guy actually say something like he looks up to Hitler or some shit? What was it? Like, what the fuck was it? I remember like looking into it a little bit, but it was like, oh yeah. Rodolfo Hernandez, one of the two nominees in the runoff election, has won an unlikely following with a self-funded social media campaign despite a history of off-color remarks, where he famously said in a radio interview that he was a follower of a great German thinker named Adolf Hitler. He later said he meant Einstein and was not a fan of Hitler, but the former mayor has a history of other offensive comments. He has no ties to the established parties and no obvious political leaning. Is a firebrand outsider real estate mogul. You know what's really funny about these situations? Like, they always fucking, I'm always mixing up the two, you know? Adolf Hitler, Einstein, you know? Well, technically, one's a national socialist. The other one is a socialist, sweaty, you know? Happens to anybody, dude. I mean, I'm always slipping up like this, okay? It's just normal stuff. Okay, so where I'm from, we have a guy that's a former terrorist general as the president of Congress. Here's a bit about Gustavo Petro. Okay. The self-proclaimed king of TikTok, dude, that's the worst part. Like, in the Philippines and, like, everywhere else, these motherfuckers are blasting on social media. They are weaponizing social media so hard. It's crazy. Anyway, where he has almost 600,000 followers in Facebook broadcasts, his diatribes are sometimes offensive and foul-mouthed. Besides the Hitler comment, he made disparaging remarks about women, once calling Venezuelan women a factory for making poor children. He was also known for slapping an opposition councilman during a disagreement on camera. That's funny. He came in surprise second place in the first election round on May 19th, denying frontrunner Petro an outright win and beating out the right-wing candidate until then considered the leftist main competition. So the thing I gotta say, we gotta watch this. Bro, he smacked the Reddit out of this fucking dude. Well, I guess they're in. Look, if you're Latin American, you can wear this hat without being a Redditor. This is like the only time where you can wear this hat is if you're like a detective in the 60s, or if you're in Latin America. That's the only time you can wear it, and not come across like a, excuse me, miss, milady, I would like to take you out on a date if you would like, and then flip on a dime and just become the most like biggest woman hater. Look at that. All right, we gotta watch it. Oh man. So dude, politicians should punch each other more frequently. It's always good. It's always fun to watch. Anyway, Hernandez focuses his campaign largely on combating poverty, which is 39% of Colombia's 50 million people. He has vowed not to raise taxes, to cut VAT from 19 to 10%, and boost social spending by shrinking bureaucracy. Hernandez blames government corruption for much of Colombia's deep-seated economic inequality, but is himself under investigation for undue benefits given to third parties when he was mayor. Undue benefits that you can get, like the avoiding top-of-the-hour ad breaks if you are a subscriber. What did you say? Why are you so fake? L, ha, 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 ha.